What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. In the previous part, we ended up finishing our business over there at Phoenix Gate, retracing our steps, and having a literal internal battle with ourselves, finally accepting the truth that we were the person and we are the dominant who ended up killing Joshua all those years ago, 13 years ago, in fact. But we also found out that unfortunately we did make an enemy of the leader of the Dalmekian Republic, and that the Dalmekian Republic spy was tailing us as we headed back to Eastpool. And unfortunately, also heading back to Eastpool, we also ended up finding out that, well, everyone got killed by the Empire of Sanbreque, very sadly, including Lady Hannah. No survivors, and very, very sad day, but what are you going to do? Our mother is a piece of work, to say the very least. But regardless, now, in this episode, we're going to visit Sid Solar to tell him that we are going to be joining his cause. But first, let's talk to Lady Karen here, because I need to see... Do I have anything to sell? I don't think so. Okay, I purchased potions, though. I probably should buy some potions. High potion would be nice to grab. And a couple of strength tonics. Got plenty of gil anyway. What about you? Oh wait, no, we just got our gear from when we met up with Lady Hannah from our dad, so this should be good for a little while at the very least. So, regardless, let's go talk to Sid in his solar. Now, real quick, this might be split into a couple of recording sessions. I'm actually recording this late at night, and I don't know how long I'd like to record, because I would like to get to bed a little earlier than I have been for the past couple of days. But I just want to let you know this might be split into 2 recording sessions, so if my mood kind of changes between episodes, or something changes between, like, my cadences, that's probably why.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness, and in turn salvation, can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
but how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Alrighty, looks like we got a side quest that we need to do, so I believe is it more than one or is it just one? Okay, it's just one, so we can do that. One thing I'd like to do is, though, we can go to Harpocrates, and I can point out something to you. I'm gonna go to Harpocrates so that you guys can see a couple, there's one character in particular I'd like to point out to you, so that we can get a little bit of a better bearing on him.
And how might this old...
Alright. Guy tells Hippocrates of his adventures. Hippocrates updates the tomes. We're at level 3 now, which is very nice. Dun, 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 dun.
fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Alright. The one character I'd like to point out to you that we haven't really talked about is... where's the persons of interest? Hugo Kupka. So, just to give you an idea, because they don't make this super clear, but Kupka is awakening as the dominant of the icon of Titan, thrusts him into the forefront of the Dhalmekian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic's armies and its policy making, as well as a personal fortune. His greatest treasure, however, has always been Benedict de Harman. So when the servant of Walud informed him that his loved had been slain by Cid, his fury toward the outlaw and his allies knew no bounds. So you guys can get an idea of Kupka being pissed, so, but he doesn't actually know that we were the ones who killed her, so see what happens. But regardless, we got a couple of side quests. I don't think that these are going to be too long, so we might as well complete them real quick before we talk to Karen here. So obviously we're going to need a lot to go, so let us see what these side quests are.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Cid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps,
Scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No. I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Alrighty, so with the map, this shouldn't be hard. It's near Lost Wing, so we're pretty good. You can see Gotan's bales. It should be around this area, so should be pretty good to go.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
The shad's all salted and smoked. But it'll be an age before the stink's gone from my skirts.
But at least you'll have the Grimalkin.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Alrighty, as you can see, I probably cut most of that out, but you can see, look at all the ability points. We got 150 ability points for just doing that. I told you that even though that they kind of break up the story, these side quests are genuinely worth doing because of those ability points. You'd be surprised at how much you get for free. Alright, looks like we also got one more over here, so let's see what this person needs from us as well. But it shouldn't be too bad.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
What do you suppose it could be?
He's never listening. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Alright, looks like we're back up to Lost Wing once again, so we can just fast travel, luckily, so it shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna end up looking at Blackthorn too before we end up speaking to Karen. But we need to open the world map, and we can go back to Lost Wing. Just travel right here. Alrighty, let's see if there's even... It looks like the shop might have something. You can see the shop might have something. It might end up going... Actually, you know, I don't think we really need it, to be honest with you. Oops, wrong way.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Then I better go and get rest.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Alrighty, looks like we gotta get moving, so gonna end up heading down towards there. So what I'll probably do is I'm going to cut as I get there because yeah, there's it's pretty far walking distance from here. So see you guys in just a second.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quinton what happened.
Alrighty, looks like we found at least where Randall was, so let's go and see if he's still kicking. We gotta go help him if we can.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised? Not this time.
We're finished!
Alrighty, that guy wasn't too bad. Got some nice ability points from that, so I can't complain. Hopefully Randall's still kicking around. Well, I guess not.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Had you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Alrighty, another smash round of ability points. Almost over 500 at this point. Alrighty, with that, let's take a look. Can we even upgrade anything? I'm not a fan of Ignition. Not gonna even bother upgrading it. No, nothing there. Yeah, I can't even upgrade Rook's Gambit either, or Wicked Wheel. I cannot upgrade anything yet. Just gotta keep saving up, I guess, at this point, right, folks? Alrighty, with that, let's head back to the hideaway and speak to Blackthorn as well as Karen, because Blackthorn, I think, has got some new recipes for us. Not exactly sure which ones, but we'll end up seeing it here in just a second. Alright, we got all of the potions and stuff we need, so we're good to go on Karen's end, but I'd like to see what we got for recipes.
I see I'm busy here.
Let's see.
So, will it be?
Oh, Flame Tongue, that looks pretty good. We can make that.
Should last you a good while.
Yep. Nothing here. Nothing here. So I think we're good on that end. Alrighty.
Fine.
Next thing we can do is we can go and talk to Karen.
So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Alrighty, so let's go and sell Invictus. Not gonna need
I reckon
that.
I can find a buyer.
And like I said, I think we got all of the potions we need, don't we? Just double check. Yeah, I think we're good. So the Lionheart Tonic, that's a new thing. It gradually fills your limit break gauge, but I honestly don't think it's necessary. This is, in my opinion, one of the like most useless consumable items in the game. Maybe as you get like into like the post game of this, that's when this becomes useful. But I just don't find this useful at all during the main story of the game, and even during the DLC. Which, by the way, I guess since we're on that topic, I'll point this out. I think I pointed out maybe previously, but basically the DLC of this game, I'm going to end up doing the entire DLC before we do the end of the game, because at the end of the day, I think it's more fitting that we do it that way because of the story that occurs during that time. So we'll end up seeing what happens, but regardless.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Alright, let's go talk to Otto. I guess real quick, the one mission I didn't end up showing you is Clive's appearance. So if I go in here, we can do appearance right here. So this is where we can actually change Clive's actual appearance. I can even change Jill's appearance. I have this DLC thing where she has this, but I like her regular outfit, so I'm not going to bother. Torgo could also have an icy blue look, but I'd prefer that. And then you can look at his weapon too. So this is the sword that his dad gave him. So there's a lot of different things you can do, but I like how Clive looks just normally like this, so not going to even bother, personally. Alright, like Karen said, let's go speak to Otto.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Alright, so for Alliant reports, now available by speaking to Goat here at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway's Mess. These reports are compiled by the Cursebreakers containing information about quests currently available across Valisthea. So basically, this is kind of like, if you have like 8,000 side quests that are available, this guy kind of consolidates them all into one. So, we'll walk over here and I'll show you what I mean.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Alright, so taking a look at the alien reports, we can find new requests on Valisthea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest to their destination. So it's very helpful in that respect. So we have three new side quests which we'll end up completing before we continue our way here, which this episode's probably just gonna be side quest heavy, but currently with the time that it is now when I'm recording this, what I'm gonna do is this episode will be continued in another recording session. So I'll probably see you guys on the other side for the time being, but we will be heading to Lost Wing anyway to complete those ones as well as the one in Rosaria. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Alrighty, like I said before, we're heading to Northreach. This is a completely different time of recording session, just to let you guys know, just like I mentioned literally 3 seconds ago if you're watching the video, but this will be like a couple days, 2-3 days after I recorded that video, or that part of the video. But regardless, let's start off with the side quest here in Lost Wing. Let's see what we've got to do here.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Alright, another one where we have to deal with the unfortunate treatment of just people.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Alrighty, off to the tavern we go. It's just absolutely awful, you know. It really makes you look at the real world as we know it and the horrors of, you know,
Sun's setting fast.
everything that's happened.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough. Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
I think, like I told you, there are certain side quests I'm gonna absolutely like omit. You know, just kind of speed through them, especially if they're like go kill XYZ or something like that, right? But ones like these are the ones that I'll probably end up keeping in the actual video, like almost in full, because, man, it really keeps you in tune with the world, right? Like understanding the way that just people are treated, and it's really disturbing, isn't it? So, alrighty, with that, we got another one over here, so let's see what this side quest is asking us to do.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Alrighty. Just like I told you, we're just going to end up fast traveling, and we won't really, well, yeah, we'll fast travel here. We really won't have to worry about, you know, you'll just see me just speed through and kill these freaking wasps anyway. So, be back in a second. Alrighty, that was not difficult whatsoever.
Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quinton's man know. Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotan Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Alrighty, side quest number 2 down, and I believe the only other side quest that we have currently that we can complete is in Martha's Rest. I believe it's 1 or 2, so let's head to Martha's Rest. Right over here. Alrighty, here at Martha's Rest. Now let's see what this woman needs.
It's done for. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Alright, looks like probably a bunch of drunkards in the tavern, which is no surprise. No bar fight. Let's do it.
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
It's over with.
That wasn't too bad whatsoever. Again, just some absolute garbage people. What a surprise.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
he is. The hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do if we're to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Alrighty, always nice to help out Martha. She's been an absolute gem to deal with. So, now we got 836 ability points. So before we go speak to Gav back at the hideaway, we got to see what we can upgrade here. Because there's 800 plus ability points there. That's a pretty insane amount. So, let's go take a look at the abilities here. So, I could upgrade, let's see, I could do Ignition, I just don't care for it. Can we do Rook's Gambit, Wicked Wheel? Oh, might as well upgrade Rook's Gambit, why not, right? I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're good on that, alright. Maybe could have actually yeah, I probably could have upgraded like the Phoenix Shift. Yeah, I probably should have upgraded that crap. Now that I think about it, that was dumb for me to have upgraded that. But whatever, we'll just upgrade the main abilities next time. So, not too bad. So, with that all out of the way, let's head back to the hideaway and speak to Gav. So I will meet you guys when we are near Gav. Alright, I'd like to apologize for all the cutting and stuff like that. I'm just trying to also make this as watchable as possible without making it boring, because obviously we're between missions doing all these random side quests. You know, there's none left. Let's talk to Gav.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Alrighty, with that all out of the way, sorry Gav, we love you Gav, but unfortunately I guess I see Sid's reasoning. So, without further ado folks, let's head back to Lost Wing and head towards Northreach.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Just gotta make sure how far we are walking, because we're walking pretty frickin' far. I think I can just... Yeah, I might as well just travel to the Caernarvon gate, because this will be easier to travel this way. I can just walk up this way, and then, yeah, I can just walk up this way. It'll be way easier, yeah. I can just walk up here, go probably this way, yeah. We'll just do that. Alrighty, I'm going to cut the unnecessary travel out, because it's just a bunch of random enemies and stuff like that. If I'm going to kill something, it's, you know... Alrighty, here we are in Clearview. We can just now... that unnecessary travel really wasn't that long, but we might as well just get rid of it. Come here, stupid vulture. Alrighty, got a raptor here. We're going to run into a few of these guys throughout the game. They're not too bad. They're pretty large. They're kind of like chocobos. They don't exactly have, like, the most, like, they don't get staggered, or they don't have, like... I don't know, excuse me, they don't get, like, CC'd by your attacks as easily as other enemies do. You can see there is, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. As we were told, you know, you need to get through Northreach to get into the Holy Capital.
Northreach. The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Fish, all from the Sea of Grace this very morning.
With reds, whites,
You've the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Not another step, branded, or you'll be spending the night in a cell.
Hey, I guess we're not going that way then, so let's look around. Oh wait, there's an item over there. I'm stupid. Okay, let's grab that real quick, actually. Ooh, there is an obelisk. We want to grab that. Might as well, right? And then, let's head to this.
And what can I do for you?
Gaia Blade, that's not better. No, this is better. Yeah, no, that was really better.
If you need me.
You won't find carpets like this in the capital.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
I feel like most guys like Clive would act the same in that situation.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Alrighty, now we're finally in Northreach with...
I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
Yeah, with a little bit of, you know, sketchiness from Isabella here, we are able to actually go to the Vale.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
Alrighty, with that all out of the way, we now have a bunch of side quests once again that we're going to have to end up doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to probably end things off here. I know we didn't do too much in the story, but we did have a good amount of exposition, I think, getting us sort of settled, you know, into essentially the stronghold just outside of the holy capital of, you know, in the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. And so I think next time on Final Fantasy XVI, we'll be knocking out these side quests and searching for Isabella's, one of her girls, Tatienne. So, hope you guys look forward to that. So, I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, follow me in the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create.